Good afternoon, welcome to Goffer Music Schools again, and we are looking at the Guitar Basics book today, which is the green book. Let me just show you which one that is. That's this book here that we've been doing on the Mondays, and today we're going to look at a few different things from it because we've just had the half-term break. A rainy half-term break, but what we need to do, I think, is spend a little bit of time just reviewing some stuff so we can all remember everything that we've done in the last few weeks, all right, before we go any further and learn new things. So let's have a little look, shall we? Do we remember all of the notes we've got on our guitar? And can we remember where they are on the musical stave? Let's have a little check, shall we? So, dum 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 dum. This is, of course, my music. This is what we need to look at. So we have on here our great big swirly thing. Do you remember what that's called? What's that great big swirly thing called at the beginning again? That's the treble clef. So we've got the treble clef there. And then we've got our 5 notes here. All right. So let's have a quick think. Do you remember what they all are? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have a quick think. See if you can shout out the answer. What are those 5 notes? Let's go on to this one first, shall we? All right. Let me pop my guitar down. What is this first one, do you think, here? All right, that's an E. If you said E, really well done. Great job. Next one. So this is on our middle line, isn't it? We follow the line across. There we go, right on the middle line. And the middle line is... Can you remember the middle line? The middle line is a B. So we've got E and a B. Let's go to the next one. Now, if you look closely at this one, it's not on the line, is it? It's in the gap here. It's in the space. So do you remember what the second space is? 1, 2. Second space. What's that one? That's an A. All right, it's got the A here. Next note. This one is on the line again, isn't it? So that's got the line running straight through the middle of it. So that's on the line. Second line. What's the second line? The second line is a G. So well done if you've got them right so far. And the last one, this one is underneath our first line. A little bit of a tricky one, that one. Think about what the first line is and then go one letter before that one. So our bottom line is an E, isn't it? And then one letter before E is a D. So there we go, that's a D here. Right, let's just have a quick think about how we can remember those lines again. So to remember that the first line is an E, isn't it? And do you remember how we remember that? There's a little saying, isn't there? Do you remember? I'm going to write it on here. See if you can remember it before I've written it. Every good... Have you got it yet? There's a few different ones. But I'm just going to use the one that finishes with football. So here we go. So the lines are every good boy deserves football. And remember, we take the first letter from each word. So the E, the G, the B, the D and the F. And then we put those on these lines, don't we? And remember, we start on the bottom line. So that one is our E. This one is our G. And then, of course, we've got the B for that middle one. And then a D. And then an F. There we go. Who knew I could write upside down? Not too bad. Right, there we are. So that's how we remember our lines. That's the most important one really for us at the moment. And then we can also remember this if we want though. If I write in the notes that go in the gaps or in the spaces, we've got F, A, C and E, haven't we? So F, A, C, E spells face. So we just remember face in the space. And that helps us remember all of those ones. So if we look at this one again here, this note, that was our A note, if you remember. And if we follow that along, we'll see, there we go. In that gap there is the A. So there we are, that's the A. All right, fantastic job if you got those right. Well done indeed. Now though, we need to be able to play them on the guitar, don't we? So I'm just going to open this up so I can stand it. So the first one was our E note. This is a high E note. So can you play me a high E, please? Hopefully you're doing this on the top string. All right, and remember when we're playing the strings, our thumb should be resting on the top one, and then we're using our fingers and we should be walking them, shouldn't we? Okay, so let's do that E again. Next note was the B. Let's go to the B. So that's just the second string. Then we had the A. Now remember the A note, we need to put our finger on the second fret, don't we? So we're using that second finger, our middle finger, on the second fret of that third string to play that note. All right, next one was a G. So we just take that finger off and play the third string again. And our final note was that D, and that is our fourth string. Okay, so we've got E, B, A, G, and a D. Alright, so play with me. Make sure you're playing along. Here we go. So let's play an E. 1, 2, 3, 4, and E. And then we're going to do a B. 1, 2, 3, 4, and B. And then we're going to do an A. 1, 2, 3, 4, A. And then a G. 1, 2, 3, 4, G. And finally a D. 1, 2, 3, 4, D. There we go. All right, excellent. The other thing we're going to have a little think about is on the reverse of my board. We got 4 notes here. We use these and we see these quite a lot in this book at the moment. We've been using them a lot. So let's put them in order of smallest to biggest. We've done this before, so we should be good at this now. Okay, smallest to biggest. Those notes, please. I want the smallest first up here, going to the biggest. All right, use the colors to help you. Think about which ones are which. And I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Only 10 seconds, right? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Stop. Right. Here we go. I'm going to move them all out of the way a minute, so I've got space up here. I'm going to put the smallest one here. Which one do you think I should put up here? Shout nice and loud. Shout, shout, shout so I can hear you. All right, green. What's next? I want the next one. What do you think the next one is? All right, I'm going to move it round. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. Pink. And then blue. Finally, yellow. So do you remember how many beats each one of these is worth? So if I was counting them, Remember, this one is worth half. Okay, and then we're just going up. We're kind of doubling it. So 2 halves equals 1 whole, 2 ones equals 2, and then 2 twos equals 4. So we're just kind of doubling as we go up every time, all right? So half a beat, 1 beat, 2 beats, and 4 beats. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is I am going to put some rhythms on here, and we're going to clap them out, okay? All right, let's have a little think about this. I'm going to just move these out of the way. So remember these, half, 1, 2, and 4, okay? So I'm going to need the board space, and I'm going to need my little magnets. So have you got that remembered? Okay, here we go, they're gone. Uh-oh. Are we going to remember all of these? Okay, here we go. Going to put some notes on here. We're going to have to clap them out, okay? So I'm going to start with a nice easy one. I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Have one of these. All right, here we go. So if I had to clap this out, remember this one is just 2 of these, isn't it? Okay, that's 2 of those. So there's different ways we can do this. I often do them as coffee, tea, tea, tea. In the book, it's got walk and running. So we're going to use that for today. So running, walk, walk, walk. Okay? So I'm going to write that in. Running. And then what was next? Walk, walk. I'm not going to write this every time. Okay, I'm just writing it now just to give us a little bit of help today, because we've had a little break with the half term. Okay, so if I say this, running, walk, walk, walk. So if I clap it, running, walk, 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 running, walk, walk, walk. Okay? All right, so let's do it together. Are you ready? I'm going to clap running, walk, walk, walk in 1, 2, 3, 4. Running, walk, walk, walk. All right, great job. Right, what happens then if I'm going to rub this out again, so you have to remember everything now. What happens if I move these around a little bit? What happens if I put that there? What's that going to be now? Let's just check, shall we? So walk, walk, running, walk. Walk, walk, running, walk. All right? So if I clap it, I'm going to clap this, aren't I? Walk, walk, running, walk. So do it with me again. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, running, walk. Walk, walk, running, walk. All right, excellent. Now, do you remember what these things are? Do you remember these? Okay, so we've got our rests here now, haven't we? So remember, this one goes here because that one's a 1 beat rest. Okay, it's upside down. Haha, that one's a 1 beat rest. And this one goes with this one here because this one is a half beat rest, isn't it? So we've got a whole beat rest and a half beat rest. And that's quite important because that changes when we can clap. Okay? So we're going to do this one. I'm going to move some things around again. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to have you back here. I'm going to have this one up here. Okay, don't need a whole rest at the moment, so that's going to go. and I'm going to use this one here. Right, now I am going to write this down. Have a go, see what you think. How do you think this is going to go? Have a little clap. And I'm just going to write some things on here that will help us. So we've got walk, walk, but now we've got a half beat rest. So in here I'm going to write run. I'm going to do a little line and that will connect it to the ing, running. Okay, running, and another walk here. Okay, right, so we're going to clap this one out again. But remember, we can't clap the run because run is now a rest. So we've got walk, walk, running, walk, 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 running, walk. Okay, so we're not clapping on the run. So it's going to go like this. Walk, walk, running, walk, 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 running, walk. So it's... Okay, here we go. Let's try together again. So I'll do it one more time. It's going to go walk, walk, running, walk. Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, running, walk. Walk, walk, running, walk. Right, let's try one more time. It's a little bit tricky, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, running, walk. Walk, walk, running, walk. So we're not playing on that run, not clapping on the run there, are we? See? A little bit tricky, that one, but it's an important one because we use this rhythm in a song in a minute. So we'll come back to that in a second. But before we do, we're going to start playing our guitars a little bit because that's why we're here. All right. We're going to play House of Doom. This is on page 12, and we did this a couple of weeks ago, but we've done it quite a lot, so we should feel happy with this now, I hope. So it goes E, E, B, A, 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 E, E, B, B, A, and then E, E, B, A, 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 finger off, G, G, B, B, E. All right. So as I say, we've done this quite a bit. Page 12 in your books. It's the one that sounds like this. Let me play the music as well. Do you remember that? Ah, the storm. Scary storm. Right, I'll play along. You can listen if you're not sure, if you can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingers off. G, G, B, B. All right. So hopefully now we've listened to the song. I've played through it as well, and you should now remember that. Okay. So let's have a go at doing that together. Are you ready? Get your guitars up. Remember, we're starting on an E, but you should get that finger ready on the A, because we're going to need that in the second bar, because it's going to go E, E, B, A, A, A. So we're going to get ready straight away for that, all right? Okay, here we go. Ah, it's spooky, spooky. That lightning is scary, isn't it? Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Second line, E, E, B, A, A, A. Fingers off. G, G, B, B. Okay. If you played that, really well done. Great job. And we're now going to move on to I Spied a Spy. This is a fun one. This is the one that's got the quick E. All right, goes through a lot of the song like that. So remember to make sure you're walking those fingers so you can get that quick enough. Don't use your thumb. If you've got a pick, you can use a pick, that's fine. So have I got a pick handy? Yeah, of course I have. So if I've got a pick, then I can do this. If you haven't got a pick, you need to use those fingers and make sure your thumb's resting on top and you're walking, because that's the way to get it quick, all right? So you go like that. All right, so again, this is page 12 at the bottom, so have a little look at that. I'm going to play it with the music, so if you can't remember it, have a watch and a listen. Remember, it's quite quick, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Then we're on A, and again, A, back to E, and E. Then it's the B's, A at the end. 3, 4. And then it all repeats. Okay, so let me just talk through that in case you've forgotten some of it. So a lot of it is just E, that bottom string. Okay. After we've done that 4 times, we're then on the second line. And the second line starts with 2 A's, and again, and then goes back to the E. So when the song starts, I've already got my finger ready on that A, okay? Because we know we're going to need that quite soon in the song. Then, after those E's, we get onto the third line, and that's got those fast B's. Do you remember those? Okay. Finishing on an A note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A. 2, 3, 4. They're quite quick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A. Let's just do that together. You ready? So get your finger ready on that A note. You know you're going to need that in a second. So finger on the A. And then with walking fingers or a pick, we're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the B. And then the A at the end of that, okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A, 2, 3, 4. But it's quicker than that in the song. So this time, one more time, a bit quicker. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A, 2, 3, 4. Finishing with E. All right. Okay. Hopefully that's helped you remember it all. Because here we go. I'm ready. E. Finger on the A, remember. E. One more. A's. Again. E's again now. Fast B's. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A, 2, 3, 4. And remember now, we repeat it all. So back to the beginning. A's. And again. E's. Fast B's. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A, 2, 3, 4. And ta-da! That's it, finished. Great job. Right. The next song, page 13, that we've been doing, or we made a start on, is Mild Thing. Now, do you remember this rhythm where we go walk, walk, running, walk, 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 running, walk? That is the rhythm that we need for Mild Thing. or for a lot of it. Okay? So remember, the first bar, we start on the E note. So it goes walk, walk, running, walk. Bap, 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 bap. Okay? Da, 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 da. Walk, walk, running, walk. Remember, we don't play on the run because the run is our half beat rest here, okay? Right, let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, running, walk. It's tricky, isn't it? Do the same on B. Let's go to the B string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, running, walk. So 1, da, 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 da. Okay, that's the rhythm we're playing. Ba, 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 ba. We go E, and then play again on B, then play again on E, and then we finish with just a B. So it goes like this. E, B, 2, 3, 4. So E, 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 B, 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 E, 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 B, 2, 3, 4. And we repeat that, okay? Right, let's have a go at doing that, shall we? Here we go. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. E, 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 B, 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 E, 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 B. And again, so beginning. Alright, cool. Now we are on the next bit, which is a G, and we just play 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an A. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do that bit together. This is the second line now, okay? So we're just doing 4 Gs, 4 As, 4 Gs, alright? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 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 and A, and G, 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 G. And then you might notice a couple of these together because we have to then play A, okay? A. Sorry, it's 5 in total. 1 and 2 and 3. All right. So let's do that together. If you think you know it, play along. If you're not sure, just listen and we'll come back and play it again in a minute, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then A's, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then G's, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then A's, ba, 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 ba. So those last A's are quicker, right? G, 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 A, G, 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 A, okay? Alright, let's have a play with the music and see how that sounds. Back to the beginning. Here we go. Remember that first bit all repeats as well, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. E, B, 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 2, 3, 4. G in the A bit, so G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, then G, A, A at the end. I think I said G to start with. So A. All right, and then we're just back into this bit, which is basically the same as the beginning bit. All right. Okay. Let's do it one more time before we have to finish. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. the G bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, then A, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 4, and A. All right, there we go. Well done. So today we have done lots of stuff. We reviewed our notes. We looked at our note values and our rhythms, and we played through 3 of the pieces that we've been doing recently, just to help you remember it all and get back onto that guitar after the half-term break. All right, take care, and I will see you next week. Well done.